Hello, back with another super cool astrology video. And today I wanted to tackle the subject of Venus square to Pluto in Synastry. What happens when we see this pretty fiery aspect? So Venus is our giving nature. Pluto is our taking nature. Venus is our sensuality and our sense of love and how we want to be loved and how we want to give love. Our style of loving. Our style of handling our social interaction, love interaction, money. Our value, the value that we give to things, the value that we place on ourselves. Pluto is about what we want to take from another so we can fulfill ourselves. It's about our difficulties, crisis, things that we have repressed and now have a sense of control over us. So it's very much all the things that are buried or undealt with. So it is very much, in a nutshell, the undealt with complexes that now have power over us and therefore others as well. So when we have these two meeting in a square aspect in Synastry, this is actually pretty common in Synastry charts that don't become more than a romance. This can absolutely show up in functioning relationships, but that's not the most common expression that we see with this one, because there is an underlying disharmony when it comes to what one person wants to give and what one person wants to take. There is a friction that comes up and creates a very selfish interaction with this square because neither wants to give in. There isn't any amount of softness that is produced by this particular aspect. And so there can be a sense of, well, if you're not going to give it, then I'm going to take it. Or if you aren't going to give it, then I'm going to make it for myself. Or I'm going to find it for myself. So we try to take what we can get from each other with this particular square. It is one that contributes to sexual attraction between two people, absolutely, because all Venus-Pluto aspects do. But this one shows a fundamental friction between what one, the Venus person wants to give, and two, what the Pluto person wants to take. There is not a give and take that is beneficial or that is voluntary with this square. We sense that the other one is going to deny us somehow, even if that's not the case. In reality, we sense this, and we are going to make sure that we get what we feel we deserve, because both planets indicate deservingness. And so this is a square that is not common, again, in harmonious relationships because of the level of selfishness that it inspires in the two people. Now, we can have a lot of what we call escape aspects, meaning maybe we have a Neptune in really close aspect to one or the others, preferably both with this square, Pluto or Neptune or Venus. Maybe we have two highly giving people in the larger scope of their natal chart, but we happen to have this square. There are always going to be mitigating influences in Synastry and balancing influences in Synastry. So in itself, this aspect is not going to contribute to a element of selflessness or of being willing to go outside of one's experience to understand the other person's point of view. It does the opposite. It very much enhances the self-gratifying tendencies in both people. So if we have two people that are very much into self-gratification or are very much, selfish on their own, this is going to absolutely exacerbate that problem and be add a real dramatic effect to your relationship. If we have two people who are otherwise very giving or very empathic, and they happen to have this between them, it's going to produce a lot less fireworks, but it's still going to be there. There's still going to be a selfishness that you feel you need to have in order to get what you want or what you deserve or what the other person is not readily giving you in this relationship. So, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on the internet at truthandaspectastrology.com. Yes, I do private consultation. I'm mainly a relationship and intimacy astrologer, but I interpret all types of charts. And you can find me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, other social media at Truth and Aspect Astrology. And my partner, Seth Roback, check him out too on YouTube. And I will be back super soon with more super cool videos. Bye-bye.